Okay, my dear student, today we discuss about the centrifugal pump. So first of all, your aim of the achievement to study the characteristic of a centrifugal pump and find out its efficiency. Clear about it? So first of all, what is a pump? The hydraulic machine which convert the mechanical energy into hydraulic energy is called as pump. So the hydraulic energy is in the form of pressure energy. Clear about it? So if the mechanical energy is converted into pressure energy by means of centrifugal force acting on the fluid, then the hydraulic machine is called as centrifugal pump. Clear about it? Next we move for what are the different parts of a multi-speed centrifugal pump. So this total arrangement is your test range. Now we start from the bottom place. So this part is the sump. Here is the suction pipe, and in the tip of the suction pipe one non-return valve, that is called foot valve. Okay, non-return valve is there. That means in one way path the water will flow, not return to the downward. Next part is the impeller. Before the impeller, one cock is arranged here. This indicates the suction pressure in the panel board. That pressure indicate here. That is your suction pressure in the panel board. So next part is the impeller, and the function of the impeller, it consists a series of backward core vanes, and it is mounted in this shaft. So this is the shaft which is mounted the impeller, and the upper part is the casing which cover the impeller. Similar way, this is the motor of 1 HP capacity. Clear about it? And this motor is connected with the step down pulley. Now you just mark here, this is the step down pulley, and here also one V welt is arranged with. Through this V welt, power will transmit to here. When motor is rotated, automatically this shaft is rotated through this step down pulley. Clear about, my dear student? So when shaft is rotated, automatically impeller is rotated, and the water will pressure and deliver to the delivery pipe. Here another cock, also this was the another cock which is indicate the delivery pressure in the panel. Clear about it? Next part is this part, which is important role in your centrifugal pump. This is called priming. If some water bubbles inside the suction pipe, then it will remove that water. When we open it and we add the water here, that's why the water bubbles are rise up. Clear about it? Which is improve your pressure. If the water bubbles inside it, then it will obstruct the pressure. Next part is the opening and closing valve of the suction delivery pipe. Clear about it? And this is the delivery tank. For finding out the delivery discharge, another formula is your Q. Is your A into H by T. The area of the outlet tank already given. When we find out the height of the water level inside the outlet tank, we measure by this scale. And it indicates this is a piezometer which indicates the water level in outlet tank. Okay? And after the experiment, we open this valve. That's why the water will drainage and goes to the sump. The vital part is the energy meter, which gives the power to the motor. Okay, and here the switch on-off switch, and this energy meter capacity is 3200 blinking per kilowatt hour. For 1 kilowatt hour energy consumption, 3200 impulse. Okay, its capacity is 3200 impulse per kilowatt hour. And which support it gives the power to the motor. Okay, this part is the input part which support the motor. It gives the power to motor, and similar way from the outlet tank we find out the output. Next part, we take the observation from this multi-speed centrifugal pump. Okay, so first of all you close all the cogs fully, that's why this pressure was should be 0. Okay, now first work is to start the supply, then to open the suction pressure and delivery pressure. Clear about it? Now slowly, always keep your stopwatch with your hand. Now here blinking. Okay, you adjust this knob by closing the flow rate. That's why when it is in 0.1, so your delivery pressure is 0.1. At that time suction pressure is 490. Clear about? Now start for taking the for 5 blinkings. How much time will be taken? Okay, now it is 8.50. Clear about it? Similar way to close the outlet valve. And here also we mark the water will rise up. For 5 cm height, how much time will be taken? Similar way to take that. Okay, now stop it. So it is 9.07. Immediately, my dear student, immediately you open the outlet, because if any air particle should be there, then it will come. So immediately to open the water, that's why the water should return towards the sump. So from the energy meter to take the timing. Similar way to take the timing here. This is for the calculation of the IP. Okay, my dear student. Next part is your governing formula. Okay. So basic output by input, we have to find out the efficiency. That formula is your output by input into 100. Clear about it? For input formula, x by t 3600 into 1 by c. So x is the number of blinking. Already in your experiment we are taking 5 number of blinking. For 5 number of blinking, how much time will be taken? That is a small t. Clear about it? 3600 is your hour to second. Clear? And x by 1 by c. This 1 by c is the energy meter constant, which is 3200 impulse per kilowatt hour. Already we discussed about it, how the energy meter is, its capacity is 3200 impulse per kilowatt. For 1 kilowatt hour, its blinking is 3200. Clear about it? Similar way, we are taking here x is equal to 5. That means 5 blinking. For 5 blinking, we are taking the time. Similar way for output. Output is your WQH. Here W is the specific weight of the water. That was already data given 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. Similar way Q. Already we discussed about it. Q is the actual discharge of the fluid flow. So that formula is your A into H by T. That A is the area of the outlet tank. Already the data given. Length is 60 and breadth is 40. 60 centimeter and 40 centimeter. And here also we take for 5 centimeter height, how much time will be taken? that was taken by your stopwatch. So this is your 5 centimeter. For 5 centimeter height, how much time will be taken? Similar way, the last one is the H. This H is the total head. Total head is the, we add two, suction head and delivery head. Before proceeding, initially we take the pressure, vacuum pressure and delivery pressure. We convert that pressure into pressure head. Okay, clear about it, my dear student? So, that is in meter of water. When you conversion from pressure to pressure head. Now, HS is the suction head, that is your vacuum gauge reading you are taken into 13.6 minus 1 divided by 1000. When you multiply this, that was in meter of water. Similar way, HD, the delivery pressure. The pressure gauge reading into 10.33. When you multiply with 10.33, that is meter of water. You add these two, HS plus HT, you find out the total head. Then, output formula is your W, Q and H. Clear? Already we are taking 4 observations here. So, here the suction head is like this, HS 490, 430, 370, 330. Similar way, delivery head and total head HS plus HT. Time for 5 centimeter rise of water in the outlet tank. From that you find out the total Q. And similarly, actual discharge is your Q into A into S by T. Time for 5 bringing of energy meter which is needed for your input. Output WQS, that is in kilowatt, similarly input. So finally we find out the efficiency. So this is clear about your centrifugal pump. Okay, thank you.